Wearing camouflage with silver trim, he weighed in at an official 156 pounds. And he enters the ring, an undefeated fighter with 20 professional victories. 12 of those victories coming by way of KO. Representing Passaic, New Jersey, Jersey boy, Glen Tapia. Wearing black with white trim, his official weight, 155 pounds. After entering the ring 32 times as a professional, he maintains a record consisting of 31 victories against 1 lone defeat, 27 of those victories ending by way of KO. Fighting out of Austin, Texas, the Mandingo Warrior, James Kirkland.
All right, gentlemen, I met with you in your respective dressing rooms. Please obey my commands, respect the bell, and above all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, touch. God bless you both. Thank you.
Element. We'll get to in a second. Tapia wants to try to knock Kirkland out with a right hand in the first minute of the fight, as soon as he walked out of the corner. That might have been a big shot. He's got a grin on his face and knock him out right away.
Kirkland's been dropped a bunch of times in the first round. Keep him warm. See if it does anything. Tapia's
This is no boxing match. Tapia just landed a solid left hook. Now he lands a right on the jaw. Kirkland hasn't gotten going yet. Tapia's hitting him and hitting him. Tapia hadn't been able to...
Before he just rushes in.
And now Kirkland's going to swing and started firing hard shots at James Kirkland. And he's still doing it.
He got real close, Jim. He got very close.
Gonna get Kirkland when he's cold early before he starts to really heat up.
Now he's starting to warm up and let his hands go.
All your friends.
Body shots by Tapia. Now he goes to plan B. Lands a left hook upstairs. Here comes Kirkland. Uppercut, uppercut. Left hand for Kirkland. Straight right hand by Tapia. Stops Kirkland in his tracks. More bombs. Both guys throwing bombs. Almost a minute still to go in the round. Tapia
Has been down a bunch of times, but even when he got stopped, he always gets up.
Body shots by Kirkland. Landing, landing. Now Tapia has to cover up.
He's just missing that overhand left, Kirkland.
But he's landing the body shots. Gets in an uppercut. Tapia has stopped throwing as the round comes to a close. It was all Glen Tapia for the first 2 minutes. It was all Kirkland for the last.
Tapia was waiting for a pause in Kirkland's attack, but once Kirkland gets warmed up, there are no pauses.
Now it's Tapia who's going to the body after Kirkland scored with the body punches down the stretch in round 1.
For letting the fighters decide the outcome. He'll consult ringside physicians when necessary.
As to which referee they wanted to see refereeing a fight like this, I don't think there's any question they would choose Smogel.
Stay up,
These
James.
are two guys that
Stay
love
up,
to
James.
fight.
Kirkland the right instructions. Keep coming forward, but come behind your jab. And right now, he's still leaping in, and that's why he's getting caught with big shots.
Tapia looks very composed. Hasn't wilted at all yet under Kirkland's pressure.
That's it.
But already the fight, the tenor of the fight's changed
Stay
a
up,
bit
James.
from the first round where Tapia tried to catch Kirkland cold and seemed to hurt him. Now it's Tapia who looks bothered by Kirkland's left hand.
Kirkland is a big puncher. He's a heavy puncher. You can hear those shots landing. Tapia can't be on the ropes giving up those kind of shots.
Tapia wobbles into the ropes as Kirkland catches him with a straight shot. Now Tapia shaking his head at Kirkland as if to say, no, no, you didn't get me.
That's not enough. He's got to get off those ropes if he's going to contend with this guy, because Kirkland's going to keep coming.
Send the judges home.
Tapia
This is not going to be a decision.
on wobbly legs, throwing bombs right back.
This is the kind of fight Kirkland likes, and this is the kind of fight Tapia said he wanted. He got what he asked for tonight.
Stay up, James. Stay up.
Good body shots by Tapia. A left and a right. Kirkland lands that overhand left. Right on the chin. The starch has gone out of Tapia's right hand. When he lands his right hand now, it's not nearly as thunderous as was the case in round 1. Kirkland's got him trapped in the corner, and he's wailing away.
Good left hook to the body by Kirkland seemed to hurt Tapia.
Just a little bit. And he's coming back to the head, and he's hurting Tapia.
Good counter shot by Tapia, firing away to the body. He rallies at the end of the round. Another brilliant round.
Kirkland with Tapia on the ropes where he shouldn't be, landed a beautiful sweeping overhand left, and here he lands it again. Another straight left that buzzed Tapia. Kirkland,
49 of 103. Tapia 24 of 72.
Unless Tapia can really hurt Kirkland with something on the way inside, I don't see how he changes this fight. Kirkland's been imposing him.
Just like you said, and now Kirkland is going to the body and back to the head, and that can spell trouble.
Well, Tapia has a warrior spirit. I mean, there's no two ways about it, but you know, Kirkland wins these kind of fights. This is a James Kirkland fight. Oh, big up.
Good uppercut by Tapia. Now here he comes again. See if he can back Kirkland into the corner. Kirkland lands his left. Tapia's still throwing. Has Kirkland against the ropes. Both guys are wobbling.
That's what Tapia needed, to hurt Kirkland with something coming in.
And he did hurt him, but he wobbled as well when Kirkland... Tapia feels punched out right now. He doesn't seem to be able to throw. Kirkland lands an uppercut.
I don't know if Tapia has ever been in a fight like this. This is James Kirkland territory.
Kirkland coming in now with his hands down, though. Really exposing himself to counters.
Kirkland went down in the first 30 seconds against Alfredo Angulo in Cancun. There was a thought, well, all right, he got knocked out by Ishida. He's gone now. He recovered in that round and came back.
Just two big punchers giving it everything they have.
It's what you call a war of attrition.
Yeah, and it looks like the attrition has affected Glen Tapia more. He doesn't seem to be able to throw anything with authority now as round 3 comes down the stretch, and Kirkland is landing over and over, and here comes Tapia again. What a fight!
Vicious exchange from both
men. What a
men.
fight in Atlantic City.
Where a normal fighter, even a normal, good, tough action fighter, would start to accept their fate in a fight like this, Tapia continues to load up on big shots and go back when it looks like he's about to get steamrolled.
Steve Weisfeld, how do you have it through 3?
I have Kirkland up by 1 point. A lot of punishment already in this fight. Kirkland takes punishment because he comes in straight with his head up, and Tapia is taking punishment because he's fighting James Kirkland. Kirkland's fights are pretty easy to score. Either he's in control or the other guy. He's in control in rounds 2 and 3.
That was the best line of your broadcasting career. Tapia takes punishment because he's fighting James Kirkland. That's it.
Even though Tapia is still dangerous, and he's still looking for big shots right now, Kirkland has tightened up his defense just a little bit as he's warmed up.
The thing is, Tapia's mostly missed with those big shots he's fired back at Kirkland with, but Kirkland still has his hands down. If one of those connect, it could change the fight, as it momentarily did a couple rounds ago. It's 4 rounds. It feels like it's already been 15.
But I think he's a little bit more warmed up now, so he's taking his shots a little bit better.
Good body shot by Kirkland. Again, it's the left uppercut.
If you've just tuned in, this is Boxing After Dark, and James Kirkland with his back to you. Glen Tapia with his back on the ropes. Tapia is the Jersey boy from here in New Jersey. Up the road in Passaic, 20-0 coming in. James Kirkland with his 31-1 record after another long layoff, one of several in his career, trying to come back under the tutelage of his spectacular trainer, Ann Wolfe. And the first 3 rounds have been an all-out, unbelievable war.
Those little uppercuts on the inside from Kirkland are really taking the fight out of Tapia now.
Tapia's taking punishment right now. The body language doesn't look good. He's got an iron chin because Kirkland is a good puncher, but the body language doesn't look good.
No one has an iron body, and that's where Kirkland's really setting up those headshots.
Kirkland's landing his power punches over and over. He landed 61 in the last round. You wonder how much punishment Tapia can take. You wonder how much punishment Steve Smoger is going to allow. Andre Ward very accurately said, a brutal war of attrition.
Smoger's got to keep a good eye on Tapia. I know this is a big fight. He doesn't want to jump in too soon, but the kid is taking punishment right now, and he's not responding.
Yeah, war of attritions don't normally happen between knockout punchers, because when they land this much, someone's on their back. But here, it is a war of attrition, and both guys are, especially Kirkland, throwing big knockout punches.
And we see James Kirkland doing what James Kirkland does. Close the distance and land vicious, short shots to the head of Glen Tapia. Tapia's body language isn't looking...
Power punches in the third round. He landed 73 of them.
Now this he's basically spent, but he's going to try to knock Kirkland out here.
He just hurt Kirkland. He hurt Kirkland again with a left hook.
He gives the crowd a tremendous thrill with those two left hooks.
Because this is a guy who didn't show up to lose, even if he's losing. He's going to give it his best shot.
This is his last hurrah. If he doesn't do it right here, it may spell trouble and this fight may be over.
Just missed with the right.
Backs on the ropes, that's where it's bad for me. Let me get off these ropes.
It's not just the punches that Tapia feels, it's the physical strength. He can't get off the ropes because James pushes him back.
Two good
shot
left hooks by Tapia.
It's beyond boxing now.
And as broadcaster and trainer Teddy Atlas says, you know, there's such a thing as a game loser. Tapia's, he's game, but there's no loser in him. He's still trying to win.
That's right, no quit at all.
He's taking shots, but these are not fully leveraged big shots of the kind that Kirkland was landing the last couple of rounds.
Vicious body shot a few seconds ago from James Kirkland, and another one right there.
Those body shots are the things that have really done it in this fight, I think. Those short uppercuts to the gut.
And then back to the head. You're absolutely right, Matt. Another one down low and a sweeping right hook from Kirkland to the head of Tapia. I love the heart from Tapia, but they got to keep a close eye on him right now. Taking a lot of punishment.
Yep.
Lands another left hook.
And James is walking through his best shots right now.
That's something Smoger has to take into account. Glen Tapia is landing punches, and they're having no particular effect on James Kirkland, although earlier in the round, you heard Andre Ward say that he hurt him with a left hook.
He threw a left hook that sent blood flying out of Kirkland's mouth.
Kirkland is what you call in the zone right now. He's eating all the big shots. Even if he wobbles, he's in the zone. He can smell blood, and he's closing the distance right now.
He's giving Tapia a frightful beating.
You have to wonder what it's like for Glen Tapia's parents to sit in the front row and watch their son eat this kind of leather from a hard puncher like James Kirkland. They can be proud of the courage, though. No shortage of that.
But maybe we've seen enough now. There's no quitting Tapia. Maybe someone needs to quit for him.
51 punches on Glen Tapia. This is a dangerous and difficult fight to watch in Atlantic City. It's spectacular. It's brutal. It is damaging to both fighters, but especially it would appear to Glen Tapia so far.
Kirkland can smell it. He can sense it. The end is near.
It's enough. I mean, the corner, the problem is the corner knows how tough their guy is, and they're being as tough as he is, but they need to protect him, and Smoger's about to do it.
His body language away.
That's enough.
Steve Smoger's about to reach in, and he's going to stop it right there at the moment when Kirkland landed a flush shot on the chin of Glen Tapia. It's over.
And Tapia's out on his feet right now.
That was as James Kirkland can get.
Got to keep an eye on Tapia now. He took a bunch of unnecessary shots from an overly brave corner that let him go out there and face Kirkland. Smoger tried to stop it, but Kirkland was still throwing punches, and those last two didn't look good to me, Andre.
Yeah, those last, I think Tapia was out on his feet. He literally, Smoger had to hold him up, and he looked limp for a few seconds. He may have been knocked out on his feet, and you're right, they got to keep an eye on him right now. Tough young man. I hate that he had to lose. He has nothing to be ashamed of. James Kirkland was James Kirkland tonight.
It was a moment last Saturday night when Tony Bellew was pinned in the corner against Adonis Stevenson, and a terrific referee named Michael Griffin was able to get between Stevenson and Bellew and prevent the last big shot from landing. I'm not sure Steve Smoger could have done anything to keep Glen Tapia from eating that last straight left hand here. But of all the punches that Kirkland landed all night, the one that may be most damaging to Tapia's future was that shot. Now, we are here at a point where Smoger is looking in. Andre Ward, you take it from here.
Kirkland's landing heavy shots. Steve Smoger's looking in, and it's this shot right here and that shot right there, which I believe knocked Tapia out on his feet, and Smoger held him up. They got to watch this kid. He took a lot of shots. He gave a lot of shots to James Kirkland, but he took a lot of punishment.
I just wonder if there was some way Smoger could have prevented the last shot.
I think Smoger...
Ladies and gentlemen, an accumulation of blows obligates referee Steve Smoger to step in and halt this contest with an official time of 38 seconds of round number 6. Your victor, by way of technical knockout, the Mandingo Warrior, James Kirkland.